Hello, hello. It is Monday, July 21. This is Isaac. I am coming at you having traded a couple of trades this morning on the NQ and taking a couple nice little winners there. Right now, you're looking at the S&P 500 futures on a 15-minute chart. And I just want to point this out real briefly because I was pretty proud of some of the traders in our room today that caught this trade. I myself did not trade it. Brian from libertytradingclub.com was the person that actually pointed this out. And I just want to look at what he's looking at because I was pretty surprised at how well this trade worked out. This morning, when Brian was doing his pre market plan, he pointed out this level right here, basically right about this section right about here. And what he said was that we had support here. I guess we had support at this level based on other times when price bounced. As you can see right here, we had support at 63.39.50. That was at the beginning of Thursday's pre-market session, or I should say post-market session. Also at the end of Thursday's pre-market session, which is just before the market opened on Friday morning. Then again, Sunday, last night, we bounced off this level. And so when price drifted down to this level this morning, just before the New York session opened, Brian pointed that out. And I think, he got long and several other people did too. And he managed to ride it all the way up to somewhere around 372, I believe. So that was a monster trade for everybody, like 32 points, something like that on the NQ, on the ES. So monster trade there. Congratulations to everybody in the room that grabbed that one. I myself was watching the NQ, and I'm going to show you a 5-minute chart here of the NQ this morning. It's been pushing down since it went up this morning and made all-time highs. One of the things we've been talking a lot about in the room lately is the pre-market trading range. And what I did here with this little Fibonacci extension tool is I found the top of the pre-market range, and I found the bottom of it. As you can see, the pre-market on this trading view chart is indicated by the light purple shading. So all I did was I took the, I'll erase this for a second, take it off, and then I'll show you how to put it on. All I did was I found I went into this purple shaded area, light purple shaded area, and I found the top, and I found the top up here, right at this level here, up at 23,309, and I found the bottom down here at 23,204 and a quarter, and I just created a Fibonacci retracement and extension image on that, and that's based on just grabbing this on the left column, the top one on this left column on this Fibonacci retracement here. So anyway, that's how I got it. And basically the significance of this is simply that the pivot of that would be the midpoint, and that's listed in green here. And then some of these extension levels up above, like for example, this one up here, this 1.618, I don't know if you can see that there, 1.618. That's usually a pretty important level. The top of this becomes a level also pretty often, and because it is the pre-market high, and other extensions can be important too, like this 2.6018, 3.6018, 4.236. Okay, based on Fibonacci sequences. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but those are important levels. So anyway, I completely missed the initial entry, which technically really should have been this morning just before the open. We had a nice pullback. Let's see, where was it? That was right here. Yeah, we had a nice pull. This is a 10-second chart, by the way. We had a nice pullback to this 26th level, and there had been support down here around 23,230, 23,225. You can see it on this chart. Right about here, you see this where we this little section right here. Let me take these off. You see it better. So all these little wicks are wicking up to this level up here. All this resistance later became support right here just for the open. So in looking at that area and seeing that it was being supported by a 26, which is a very, very popular support zone, and all those other resistances over there up to the left, and plus, this little fake out move to the bottom here. All those things were kind of pointing to a buy. So really the buy should have been for me on this one was noting that this double bottom was putting in somewhat of a bottom right before the New York Open, about 15 minutes before it. Finding the second higher low above that double bottom would have been probably the trade to take. So I like to find a double bottom based on good support and then take the second higher low. So the first pullback, you could say, after this double bottom low, you could say the first pullback was here, this section here, and then went again, and then another pullback here, and continuation. So this would have been the entry, and this is about 5 minutes before the good time to get in, and then it went up to make all-time highs after that in this session. So next time, I'm really going to try to pay more attention to this. It's something I've been noticing a lot lately, but I missed it. Okay, so because I missed it, I had to wait for a pullback. And I didn't really get a decent pullback until over here at about 9:38. So what kind of raised my suspicions about this particular area was that it was a pre-market high. It was very obviously on my chart as a pre-market high because it was what? 1.0 on the Fibonacci scale, right? So I kept my eyes on that. I saw a little strong volume candle coming down to it, and I went ahead and got long here at 309, and it bounced very quickly up, and I had a 25-point target on, and I took off 25 points right there. The next one that I was looking at was this area up here. Now we're in pre-market. We're in all-time high territory. Once we cleared this section here, which was an all-time high from Friday, we cleared this section. Now we're in all-time high territory. And the next section I was looking at was this fib level right here, this 1.618. And I talked about this a little bit in the room. It kind of coincided with the 77. I said it's probably going to get some resistance here and get a little choppy, which it did. It chopped across it like 4 times, until it finally did a nice push above. And then when it started to come back down, I just had a very strong feeling that I was going to get some support in this fib area, the 61.8. Which is 21,374. So let me just go ahead and drop a line on there, which is what I actually had done this morning. Right there. So then I kind of had my eyes on it. I really thought it was going to bounce off this level because it had shown that it had been playing around this level for a little while, and then it had done a nice push up. So I thought, yeah, we're probably going to get a bounce off that level. So it came down. I told everybody to wait for the hook, and I grabbed some right here at 375 and took it up for about 25 points. So that's basically the two trades that I did today. I was sorry that I missed the trade from this morning just before the open. This would have been the one, really the nice one to get, but we'll just try to get it the next time. Either way, it was a good morning. I did fine with the trades that I did take. And I'm happy with the outcome, making a little bit over $500 on those two trades. So that's really about it for now. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you on Tuesday.